This is YJ's new pocket timer, a timer that uses infrared sensors to detect your hands being placed either side of the timer, rather than the typical touchpad sensors that are used. And I've got to admit, for a cheap non-contact timer that can fit in the palm of my hand, it's pretty effective. To start, let me tell you about the things I like about this timer. The first and most obvious thing is the fact that you don't need to actually touch the timer to start it. Now, of course the sensors aren't perfect, and I don't think anybody expected them to be. For a while, I had a good run with the accuracy of the sensors, but I found that some services were messing with the sensors, which actually got pretty annoying. I found that putting something small underneath the timer to raise it a bit is the safest method for making sure it starts and stops properly. When you do get the surface right, you'll get a pretty high success rate of accurately starting solves, but you do just have to trial and error a bit yourself. Aside from the timer being straight up cool, I think its biggest use will be the fact that it's a far more convenient way to practice a hands-on table timer start. Obviously the actual timers feel a little bit different, but getting used to picking up the cube and setting it down is where the practice comes in handy. The timer even comes with a little hand strap if you wanted to take it around anywhere. It's just less of a pain than having to use your whole stack mat setup. But here's a small critique for a timer like this. There's no real easy way to track your times, and I guess that's expected. On the front of the timer, there's a reset button on the right, and on the left, you can click through to see your averages on the timer. So there's that. But for me, I don't really worry about my averages when I use this. I just focus on my current times. If you wanted to though, you could pull out a CS timer session and type in each of the times you get, as well as get a new scramble each solve. But again, that takes away a bit of the convenience of using such a timer, which was one of the goals at the end of the day. How you use it, however, is completely up to you, but those are my thoughts. If you want to get your own YJ pocket timer for only $16.50 Australian dollars, head to speedcube.com.au through the links in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.